or offset? Which word do you use in your legal drafting? Are there differences between them? Or maybe they are synonymous? Hop on this presentation to find out more. Fundamentals of Legal English by your Legal English teacher. Set off, and offset. They are very similar words, but they perform different functions in a sentence. Set off is a noun. It's a type of deduction or reduction in payment. Party A may wish to make a set-off because Party B owes them money. It's a kind of compensation of a mutual debt, or you could say, in other words, it's a kind of general right of a debtor to reduce the amount of their debt by any sum that the creditor owes them. Sample sentences. A bank may bounce your checks if it exercises the right to set off against your bank account. Borrowers may grant a bank a right of set-off as security for obligations. Contracts may expressly limit the right of set-off for payments, and creditors may waive their right to set-off under certain debt agreements. Please note the collocations with the word right. We can say we exercise the right, we grant the right, we limit the right, and we waive the right. On the other hand, set off is a verb. So to set off means to balance or cancel out a debt or expense with an opposing credit or gain. The word set off is a phrasal verb, so you must use both elements together because otherwise it will lose its meaning. Sample sentences. Pay attention to the construction, set off something against something. Shares due to a participant may be set off against amounts owed to the company. A holder may set off amounts due under a promissory note against funds owed to the borrower. Parties may set off mutual debts in the event of default, and a company may set off damages against amounts a director owes them. Offset is both a noun and a verb. It is synonymous with both offset and set off. It is often used in business settings. So when to use offset and when to use set off? What does our contract drafting guru Ken Adams say? He says, the nouns set off and offset mean the same thing. So do the corresponding verbs. Pick whichever noun you prefer and stick with it. Sample sentences. Local shops may charge more for goods, but they often provide free delivery to offset those higher prices. The company lost £95 million in sales, but they offset this loss by selling another party of the business for a lot of money. Lufthansa's losses were smaller this year because more people buying tickets helped offset the high price of fuel. The seller may offset the amounts the buyer owes to the seller under this agreement against the seller's payment obligations to the buyer. Please notice that we offset something of value. So we offset prices, we offset a loss, or we offset an amount. The past tense and the past participle are easy peasy because they never change. Set off, set off, set off, and offset, offset, offset. Now, one of the legals has noted that the Polish Commercial Companies and Partnerships Code also uses the word set off. In Section 3, titled Companies, Article 14, Paragraph 4 says, a shareholder may not set off the receivables he holds against the company, against the receivables the company holds against him, on account of the payment due from the shareholder for the shares. This does not preclude contractual set-off. Contractual set-off, so this means that although the code prohibits doing this, the parties may agree under a contract to do it anyway. Now, precludes is a very formal word. you may want to use a more ordinary word when you speak to a client. You may say, this does not prevent contractual set-off, or this does not rule out contractual set-off, or this does not exclude contractual set-off. Set-off, set-off, offset. What is it in your jurisdiction? What is it in your mother tongue? Have a look. It will definitely come in handy. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.